So tonight I have a special sample from my good friend Chris Riggin. She's mainly active in the bourbon real talk community that I'm an active member of, but she also comes over to the That Bourbon Dude Facebook group. Um, and there's a couple others, and we interact on Facebook, and we're Facebook friends, so we talk a lot. And the other night we were having a conversation about bottles or labels that don't see a whole lot of review. And this is one, this is a good example. I never heard of this. I'm only in about 2 years into, a little over 2 years into this whiskey journey. So there's still a lot of labels and stuff that I have to learn about. But this is the Pride of Anderson County, and it is 116.24 proof. This is their, it's 9.5 year. This is their 2026 release. So, um, showed me a picture of the bottle and asked if I'd ever heard of it. And I was like, no. And it's a cool looking bottle. Well, doing some research on it, it is produced by Rare Character. It's in conjunction with Rare Bird 101. Apparently, it's pretty high sought after, um, pretty pricey. I didn't ask her what she paid for it, but just looking up SRP, I think I saw it on Sealbox for like 279. So uh, definitely not cheap bourbon. So I want to get into this one. Ooh, it's got a little. It's very very sweet. Not super. I don't think very very is quite right, but and if y'all can hear my daughter and my wife back there talking, I'm sorry. They will both mumble all day until I get in here to make a video. Then all of a sudden, they're they speak loud and clearly and enunciate, and that is that nose is good. I'm not quite sure. I want to say some brown sugar, and it's got some decent viscosity to it. I'm trying to think what I'm getting there. Trying to think. I know it's like there's some brown sugar, little little oak, not bad. Not what you'd think on a 9.5 year. Hmm. Well, I'm spending a lot more time on that, but it's. I'm not going to say the nose is really soft, but it doesn't just like jump up and grab you. Um, Brown sugar, little oak, maybe some honey. It's just good. Like I know that. It's like I can't necessarily nail it down to one particular note, but it's good. Ooh, what did I say that proof was? 116.24, and it does not drink like it. I know like 116 ain't much more than like 100, but that's more like a 100 to 110. it warms up as it sits there. That finish is going on for days. It's not quite bitter, but almost in a good way. In a good way. That's not bad at all. Boy, that finish is it's sticking around. Um, the nose, I think I'm gonna give a 2.5. There's a almost cherry note. I get everything, the palate, everything from the nose carries over to the palate. But there's a slight fruitiness that I almost want to say cherry. I'm not saying that it tastes like an Eagle Rare or something like that. I'm just saying that it reminds me of that note. This is, and after looking it up, I think most of these are sourced from wild turkey, from what I saw. And that would explain, um, because on some of the older wild turkey products, there was a dairy note that a lot of people got. Um, Recently did a taste through with some of my great friends that uh, and they one of them had come up with some bottles, and we did a sampling of it, and that was a lot of fun. Turned into a long night, but it was a great night. That palette, mm, I think that one's going to get a 3. It is so good. Um, that's amazing. Like it's not harsh in any way. It doesn't quite get bitter on the finish. The finish is just hanging around. Like it's it's not letting go. Um, I don't, and like I said, it doesn't quite go into that um, bitter dark chocolate that I get sometimes, but it's almost starts to be bitter, which is not a bad thing at all for me. Um, I think the palate's getting a 3 because it's just hanging on and it's good. It gives you something to think about. This not quite as complex, not quite as complex. The other night I did Cock of the Walk, and y'all see that video later on. Um, but the finish on it was phenomenal. Now, for me, the value is going to be a hard one um, because I mean it's a very pricey one. Um, it's very good. Uh, the most I can give it is a the most I can give value is a 1. I think I'm going to give this one a 0.5 just because I think it's great, but upwards of 250 or and above. Uh, Whenever I looked it up, I saw the price range was like 250 to 500, depending on what barrels they're finding, what series it is. Um, I think I'm gonna give it a 0.5, just because I don't know. It's pretty good. It's really good. You're getting a lot. You're getting a lot for your buck. 0.75. Okay. So 9.25 is my method. Squarely in the most goodest category. This one was very enjoyable. I want to save a little bit so I can sip on it and just enjoy it, not really think about it. This one was amazing pour, and I'm very grateful for Chris for sending this to me, and especially since I hadn't heard of it. I mean, because to me, a lot of these non-distilling producers, like they're out there, and as I go, I learn about them. Um, and the more I learn, the more new ones I'm finding. I actually have a bottle of Rare Character thanks to a great friend. Um, so it's interesting that this actually comes from them. Pretty cool. Um, and I was all over Rare Character's website whenever he first sent me that, and I didn't see any of this. So I'm gonna do some more research. I'm gonna do some more learning on them and see what I can find out. But in the meantime, that's my take on Pride of Anderson County. Came up with a 9.25. So I've only had one other score like that. So that's my take on it, and I hope y'all enjoyed.